At TP, it's very important to be a force of good and give back to communities. As such, since 2006, we have funded the global group initiative called Citizen of the World, through which we are partnering with NGOs and associations all across the world. For us, what was really important is first to find an organization with shared values and shared priority areas, and UNICEF was definitely one of them, because we really aligned our priorities, which are education and emergencies. We also wanted to engage in a global recognized organization, because it's very important for us that all of our employees could relate to the program and get engaged. And what better than UNICEF to really be known like everywhere in the world.
UNICEF Philippines has been working with partnership support from TP for almost 3 years now. And that's been supporting us in 2 areas. One area has been on empowering youth on disaster risk reduction, so helping youth work in their local areas, local governments, to find solutions to make them better prepared for oncoming disasters. And another significant area we've been working on with the support of TP has been on early childhood education. So this is for 3- and 4-year-olds before they enter kindergarten at the age of 5. We know from evidence both in the Philippines and in other places that kids that go to preschool do better once they get to primary school. So it's really important that we get as many 3- and 4-year-olds enrolled in pre-primary education. We've been using this opportunity, this partnership, to work with local governments to increase both the access to preschool as well as the quality of preschool education.
For us, our funding in the Philippines were very important. One reason being that it's our second largest country of operation, so we have a lot of employees here. We are really close to our local employees, families and communities, so you have a direct connection and give back to them. In Philippines, we support both education and emergency. As you may know, Philippines is actually the world's more at-risk country for natural disasters. And education is here as well a challenge, especially after the COVID-19, where schools were disrupted for quite a long time. So it's very interesting to see on the field how both causes actually merge together and are imbricated.
Philippines is one of the largest and youngest countries in the world. It's more than 110 million people. Average age is 23, 24 years old, and they are on the very steep economic growth as a country. But at the same time, disparities between rich and poor and have and have-nots are widening. There are so many children in the very remote rural areas, very poor communities. They are left behind. And in those communities, among those communities, there are learners who are even further left behind, such as the children with disabilities, children coming from the indigenous communities or ethnic minority groups, and also children affected by the natural disasters, man-made disasters. These are the big issues the country is trying to tackle.
We're very lucky to do this field trip with UNICEF. We went through several visits during our field trip, which gave us a very good understanding of the different programs. We visited 2 different early child development centers. One of the big challenges in the Philippines, as we were explained by our UNICEF partners, is really the early child development. Here, the mandatory school starts at the age of 5 or 6 years old, and they find out that specifically when you come from vulnerable communities or remote areas, the transition into school is very, very difficult if you don't have a prior child development center. So they're really focusing on this area, which is critical to have a smooth transition and integration into school and allow everyone really to have a good education, to benefit from education and fulfill their full potential. We also visited Angeles City School. They have a very, very insightful and inspiring program on inclusivity. So we've been able to see first how they teach some preparedness classes so people can basically react before, during and after natural disaster, and how they really embrace diversity and inclusivity in that work. And then we visited Pasig City, meeting amazing volunteering teenagers. They were exposing us all of their ideas and initiatives to build some sustainable and green areas in very vulnerable and urban communities. What makes UNICEF work so efficient and so impactful is that they are really connected on the ground, and we've witnessed that firsthand. So they're working hand in hand with local government units, with local communities. They are intervening both at the policy and lobbying phase, up to the very tactical and concrete work.
We strongly believe as UNICEF, together with the government and partners, that early childhood education is the key to unlock the potential of the population.
A lot of Filipino learners are lagging behind in terms of their competencies and skills as compared to the other countries in the Southeast Asia. If we want to help Filipino learners, especially in the elementary and high school levels, progress, it's really important to go back to the pre-primary levels.
CDW is child development workers. They are teachers who teaches children ages 3 to 4 years old, teaching children through singing, through dancing, through play.
My job as a child development teacher is helping the growth and development of the 3 to 4 years old children here in Mambuaya. We are here to prepare the child for their formal education.
Our child development workers, most of them are non-college graduate, so they really need support in terms of improving their competency for them to be able to provide quality early childhood education services.
The partnership with TP has enabled us to have impact at two levels. At the national level, first of all, we've been working with the ECCD Council, the Early Childhood Development Council, and the Department of Education to standardize and come up with the early learning standards, as well as coming up with the training regulations for the preschool teachers. On the other hand, at the local level, we've been working with local government units and training child development workers, CDWs, on the standardized curriculum and standardized training materials. And through those 1,600 CDWs, we've been able to reach about 30,000 children who have now been parts of classrooms with qualified child development workers.
We do training, provide conferences, and reach out to teachers and help them in terms of classroom management, help the parents as well as their learners.
I am a child development worker for 24 years. When I met the UNICEF, it's grow my knowledge. It enhanced my knowledge and strategy. It's very a big help for me. The training and the seminars, very big impact because it really improved my skills.
Our child development teachers and workers need to feel that they are valued. They need to feel that they are getting enough support. They are the foremost teachers of our young children before they enter formal elementary school. And I believe that through the projects of UNICEF, it has given them so much love. They feel that there's hope for them.
3 years old to 4 years old is a very crucial development of our children. They know how to appreciate colors, design, and starting writing. These children must be in school so that their talent will be developed at the early age.
I am grateful I have decided to send Hans to CDC because I can see the development, the improvement of Hans. Through the activities, he develops his talking skills, coloring skills, writing, and he enjoys learning. I hope that Hans will continue to study. I want him to be successful. It is the best step for education that he start learning at very young because he can bring this learning until he's old.
The TP funding enabled UNICEF to also introduce PERIDEC, a system for addressing needs of children with risk of developmental delays and with disabilities. One group which are really like marginalized. Once they are identified, they are referred to the social welfare office, the health office, and where necessary, they are provided with specialized interventions.
With the foundation that we've built thanks to this partnership in terms of the policy, in terms of the curriculum, in terms of the training materials, and with the modeling work that we've done at the local level, we are hoping now to work with both the Department of Education and the ECCD Council to scale this nationally.
Working with UNICEF will not be end here. I think there would be more collaborations with the UNICEF because we have so much realization that there are things that we're still lacking. What's certain is we start this, so we have to sustain it.
I love to be part of children's growth and development. So when they grow old, when they will be matured, they will always remember me as their child development worker. Even now, when they see me, some of them are professional. They always remember me. Sometimes they will also they will share that their favorite teacher is me, and it is so very overwhelmed and fulfilling that seeing my children who are part of my life, that they are already successful in life. They already got to be professional, and they got their dreams come true. I will become emotional. I become emotional if I will say it. I dream that these young children, even those children who are not with us yet, I am hoping that they will be guided to become a great leaders and to become a great people of our community. The UNICEF and the CSWG and the TP is giving us these opportunities.
Philippines is the most high-risk country in the world for natural disasters. So it's really exposed to any kind of natural disaster you can even think of. It's very important to be aware of what are the potential risks, to prepare the structure, but also to train everyone in how to react, and eventually it will also spread to all of the local communities. So all of this work is so important because it can save lives.
We are here at Angeles Elementary School. We have typical kids. We also cater kids with special educational needs.
ICDRRM is a project initiated by our partners, the Good Neighbor International Philippines and the UNICEF. This project aims to ensure that our learners are safe during disasters.
It's basically how to prepare for a disaster and what to do after a disaster, and how to help people mentally, physically, and psychosocially. We of course have to learn how to be prepared, since we never know when the disaster will arrive, like volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and typhoons. It's usually taught by peer coaching or during sessions. I figured out about DRM last year when I joined BERT, or Batang Empowered and Resilient Team. I was properly educated by the moderators and my fellow members, so I would be able to understand the topic and be able to relay it to my schoolmates. Most people that are left in houses during calamities are children, and they should better know how to get themselves out of that disaster.
From the day one of the implementation of the ICDRRM, UNICEF and the GNIP is always there, providing the necessary logistics. They provided for the materials, the learning sessions, the PowerPoint presentations. They also provided for the meals and snack for our learners during the rollout sessions. Also, they capacitate our facilitators on how to conduct these learning sessions. Children with disabilities are the most vulnerable. So it is very important for them to be capacitated on what to do, how to do it.
Disasters happen anytime, anywhere, and it happens to anyone, even though you are disabled. It doesn't really choose anyone.
We see significant changes on the attitude and the knowledge, especially for our learners with disabilities. Before, they don't have the capacity to do the duck cover and hold and the necessary precautionary measures. But now, since they are involved in the learning sessions, this knowledge may save their lives. The ordinary way of teaching is from the parents down to their children. But in our school, we instruct our kids to share what they learn from the sessions, not only to their co-children, but also to their parents.
Last April, there is an earthquake, a tragedy in our country. One of our student leaders, actually, he is also a blind student, have a training about disasters and what will happen during disasters. And then when he get home, he teach his parents as well. When that incident happened, he applied the learning he has. He stayed calm and also tell his parents that we need to do this, we need to duck, cover, and hold, stay calm and let the earthquake pass. After a while, we need to go out, check everything is okay, if it's safe now. You know, when you are in a situation, you will panic even though you have a training. But he stayed calm. He applied the learning he has. He told his parents what to do, and they saved their lives.
I hope that the topics about DRRM and ICDRRM will be relayed to everyone so that it will be able to reduce the risk and impact of the disaster.
I would like to personally thank the UNICEF and the GNIP for choosing our school as the implementer of this inclusive child-centered DRM because it significantly changed our school. This program should be cascaded not only here in Angeles City but all throughout the Philippines. There is a need to help our learners. It's very important for them to be equipped with the necessary skills, knowledge, and attitude for them to be safe and for them to help the community as well.
We're here in Pinagbuhatan, Pasig City, introducing the placemaking project, which is community-led. The placemaking project really is that the goal is turn places into spaces. Because of congested Metro Manila, we don't have open spaces and green spaces available. During summer, in the slums of Metro Manila, there's no spaces for you to cool down. That government-owned property, the creek, it is not accessible. It's a dead river. There's no life, there's no fishes. Our main goal is to really live the river, put trees there, put flowers there, and make it accessible for all. We really want it to be open to public so that it can be safe access, going to schools, going to their homes, the coexistence of the place, coexistence of the animals, coexistence of the structure, and coexistence of the community. We started this 2021 series of planning. We even partner with University of Melbourne to learn things about placemaking, what is the importance and what is the goal. We started creating the plans with the community, led by youth, women's organizations, senior citizens. And just last year, we started engaging with Pinagbuhatan Elementary School. We asked biologists and even architects to create that plan. We really cannot do it by ourselves. We really need helps from private sectors and even government partners just to fulfill our dreams.
A clean environment affects learners' minds and mentality. So I think it's important for an environment to be clean and healthy.
We have many programs that improves our school's mentality and physically. We recycle daily actually. Cleanup drives mostly in our classrooms.
As educated students, we know every single things we do means a lot to our community and environment.
During summer, children don't have any place to stay to study, to learn things, to do their assignments because of the excessive heat. With our open spaces, they can use that to do their homeworks. It can be used by community for jogging, biking, and also a place to relax. It will not just bring safe spaces or safe routes for children. It will also boost their confidence to go to school every day without thinking about the hazards of our roads because of a safe passage going to school.
I think that every kid here in the Philippines should have the rights to go to schools because they are willing to learn and willing to be educated as much as us students here in Pinagbuhatan.
I want the Philippines to have a safe and nurtured well-being and life. A lot of people struggle from their hours, their time. They should have time for themselves and also have some time for their culture and their surroundings.
We also include children on creating this plan because they're the ones who will be staying in this community. They will be the one who will take care of the project. It will be sustainable from the future generations to come, telling a story to their children that we are part of this and we really need to take care of it. It's like a community essence, a community owning a project. This is our project. This is nobody's project, but this is our project.
At TP, our main objective is to enable every person to reach their full potential. In our business model, we are truly a gateway to employment. We employ every year hundreds of thousands of first-time joiners. That has a very big impact on economic growth, on inclusivity, and so working with UNICEF is kind of a step behind this process, you know, so starting from the early child and just building up until you are a young adult and entering into the work life. So it makes a lot of sense. It's a way to basically build all of the necessary milestones to then be successful.
UNICEF Philippines is very grateful to TP for the partnership and the support that we've received. We feel that this partnership has been catalytic in enabling greater change, systemic change, sustainable change. We are also very happy for this partnership because TP is part of the fabric of the Philippines. They are one of the companies with the largest number of employees here, so people understand who this company is, and many Filipinos work there. So it feels local, this partnership, which is quite nice. And we look forward to the possibility of furthering this partnership in the future.
It really inspires me because, of course, we get a lot of reports and we know intuitively what UNICEF is doing, but witnessing it firsthand, I mean, it's not comparable. When you can interact with the children, with the parents, with the entire community, see the actual work that is done on the place, yeah, it's really an inspiration, and you just only want to go more and give more and go further. I was actually amazed by the energy of the people. I mean, we met children from a very young age, teenagers, people from local communities, parents, teachers, and they're so engaged, you know, I mean, so vibrant, full of energy and ideas.
The funding made available, the support we have been receiving from TP over the past few years really made a difference, and it's going to make a further difference and more differences in the lives of children, particularly young ones, the most vulnerable ones. So thank you so much, and we look forward to continue to work with you.
Thank you, TP, for helping UNICEF deliver their services to the disadvantaged children here in our community.
Thank you very much, UNICEF, for choosing Cagayan de Oro City as your partner. Because of this partnership, they enrich our teachers, their capacity, their capability in handling our children. Because these teachers are not only teachers, they are caregivers of our children.
I'm very thankful for the UNICEF and TP for giving us this opportunity. It has a very big impact in our work as a child development workers.
To UNICEF, I thank them for allowing us to be part of this bigger and impactful projects. And I hope and I pray that they will have more projects like this.
These resources will definitely help our Filipino children, not only in Angeles City, but all throughout the country.
The partnership we have built with UNICEF is very important for us. It's so fulfilling to feel that you are basically giving back to local communities, to employees themselves, focusing on their rights, on their well-being, or also on the planet and ensuring a more sustainable future. So it's really rewarding. When you invest and support children, you can never be wrong. We see that in their smiles, in their eyes, with their energy. They are really carrying up the future, the hope for the future, and I really hope that through our partnership we can help them achieve their dreams.